Hello, Internet. Today I have something I would like to discuss. The You Are an Idiot virus Trojan. Today, my job is to educate you as much as I know on this Trojan. Today's video will be split into 3 sections. The first section being history, explaining where it came from and what it did. Section 2 is going to be pop culture, where it is today and what people are doing with it. And lastly, number 3, which is going to be fun facts and stuff you probably didn't know. So let's get started. To start off, this virus was found in the early 2000s. But here's the thing. The idiot virus is not what you expect. This virus doesn't encrypt your files and take your money for ransom, unlike some others. This virus is a Trojan horse, in which looks friendly but is actually malicious on the inside. Now, how you would access the virus would be through some spicy adult websites, and also through youareanidiot.org, now known as youareanidiot.cc. And lastly, this virus was hosted on youdon'tknowwhoiam.org. Just so you know, at the end, I will be trying out these websites. Moving on, this Trojan would flash a black and white window singing "You are an idiot" repeatedly. But every time we tried to close out of the window, it just made more. And since people weren't the smartest with computers back then, they would probably click on anything that caught their eye, and which is probably the main reason why people got this Trojan. Now, there are only 2 ways to get rid of this virus. Number 1 being somehow opening Task Manager and then closing all the tabs that way, and 2 being forcefully shutting down your computer. But if you're really unlucky, you would get a version that is programmed to activate at startup. But this only depends where you got it. And for the last part of history, I found someone who claims to be the creator of the idiot Trojan, Office Anon. I'm going to put their story on the screen for a couple seconds, and you may pause the video if you want to read it. Let's move on. It's been a hot minute ever since the idiot virus was really trending, but there's still a lot of media out there about it. Some examples would be informational videos like my own, horror videos, and the occasional meme and brain rot videos. And the only recent content of this Trojan will be through the Roblox Forsaken community, by adding these 2 skins. Moving away from that, the idiot virus is only slightly more different today than how it was back then. For instance, back then it was youareanidiot.org, but today it's youareanidiot.cc. Plus there's even a safe version now. And the youdon'tknowwhoiam.org site has gone through some changes, but we'll get to that later. For now, we can go on to our last section before I try the viruses out myself. I got 3 fun facts. I'll be sharing them through most known to least known. The true name of the idiot virus is not "You Are an Idiot." Its real name is Office. But the full file name of the idiot virus is trojan.js.office. In total, the amount of computers that the You Are an Idiot virus has infected is 100,000 or more. The audio from this virus came from Rick D's phone prank call. Let's take a listen.
Rick! Beverly is burning your buns.
Beverly did this?
Yes.
Beverly, she is such a bitch. I can't believe it.
You are an idiot.
As you can see there, it played the "You Are an Idiot" jingle at the end. But now, let's get into me trying the viruses myself. Alright guys, first I'm doing youareanidiot.org, which is the previous home of the idiot virus. And here, it doesn't seem like it's going too well. Yep, suspicious site blocked, probably because my internet. That's probably a good thing, because I probably would get hacked or something. So, nothing for idiot.org. Now let's try youareanidiot.cc, the new home of the idiot virus. Oh, looks like we're on. There is no audio right now, though. I think this is the audio. Oh, yep, there we go. That's the audio. Why it only stop after one, though? I guess that's all for youareidiot.cc. Let's move on. Now we're doing youdon'tknowwhoiam.org. That's a interesting greeting. Okay. Looks like they got the You Are an Idiot thing at the bottom, but nothing much to see here. I'm gonna check out the audio thing. Never mind, it's copyrighted. Also, I don't think the timer's gonna stop because it's counting upwards. So, I don't think there's much to see here. Alright. Alright guys, I wanted to thank you for watching this video. It took me a really long time to edit and make because I had really nothing to go off of. So I just want to thank you all for giving me an extra view and helping my channel grow. One last thing before I go, I want to give a huge shout out to Nation Squid for inspiring this entire video. I watched their video on the You Are an Idiot virus, and you should too. Alright Internet, that's all for today. See you later.